Thank you for coming back today on your channel, The Physics Mindset. Our aim is to explore the knowledge in technology, electricals, solars, and electronics as we are covering all the topics bit by bit. Today we are going to look at the advantages of solar batteries, and we are going to see the advantages and the disadvantages. Okay, so we want to see this device, the battery, the solar battery. As we said, it helps in storing the electrical which is generated from the solar panel. Okay, the excess power, the excess electricity which is stored in the battery to be used at night. Okay, now let us jump into the advantages. These batteries have some advantages to our solar systems or to our lifestyle. Oh, they have some disadvantages. Okay, we want to see the advantages. Now let's start with the advantages. One of the advantages of these solar batteries, they lower electricity bills. It is so much interesting that these batteries help our clients or our customers or people who have installed solar system to reduce their electrical bills. In case, as I told you, there is no free electrical. Whatever country you are, either in Africa, Europe, America, Canada, Asia, there is no free electrical. There is no government giving free electrical unless when you have installed solar, as I've told you. That's the only way you can have free power, by using the batteries. Batteries are supported by the solar panel, which helped it to charge and keep the power. Now we have seen that one of the best advantage of these solar batteries, they help us to reduce our electrical bills. You know, each bill, each wattage at home is calculated, and you must pay for it to the utility companies. Okay, these companies, they charge you monthly, or they see everyday charges, then they give you bill at the end of the month. Now if you have your battery, this bill are going to reduce, or they will be taken off by the solar battery, because we have the sun. No one will charge us. God will not charge us anything. The sun is free, and once the panel receives the sun rays, it charges the battery, and at night the battery will use this stored energy, which is stored into chemical, but at night it turns into electrical energy. Okay, now one of the point is it lowers electricity bills, and we have seen this and we have proved it, that once you install your solar system, you will see that all your lights, they will be working on solar. Your TV can work on solar, the fridge can work on solar, everything you can install them and they can work on solar. Your laptop with a backup of a APS or UPS, as I told you, they can all work on solar, and you'll find that your electrical bills have gone down. Okay, the next point, the advantage of these solar batteries, we are looking at the advantages. Okay, now another point is it backs up during outage. These batteries, the solar batteries, they back up during the power outage. Okay, number two, it backs up power during outage, meaning when power goes, you will not be in dark. Okay, that is the power outage, when power has gone. Okay, these batteries will back up your system. If you are watching your TV, you will continue watching your TV. If you are lighting, you're using your lights, you will continue lighting with the use of these solar batteries backing up your system. Okay, that's why we say it backs up power. When power goes, for it backs up, and you continue with the life. Okay, not that if power goes, because power failures are common during rainy times. When rain comes, now they have those rainy power busters. When rain comes, it trips off power for emergency. In case those poles may fall and they avoid those short circuit, neutral and live. Now those power circuit breakers which are automatic, when they senses the rain, your power will get off. Okay. Now when power goes off, this thing is done by the utility companies which collect money monthly to you. Okay, from you. Now when power goes, these backups, if you have installed a battery backup, okay, or a solar backup, some batteries are charged using electricity. Okay, that when electricity goes, that battery backup, an inverter or automatic inverter, will convert that chemical energy from the battery into electrical energy, meaning it converts DC energy into electrical or AC energies, and you will continue using the energy. Okay, your TVs will continue light, your lights will continue work, and your fridges, everything, your laptops. That's what we call the backup. Okay, now we go on number 3. We are looking at the advantages. Advantages, the good part of these batteries. That is the advantages. Okay, even though we have the disadvantages, the bad part of these batteries. Okay, now let's see the number 3. Stores excess solar energy. Okay, as I have told you, it stores excess solar energies. You know, when you have mounted your solar panel, it produces electricity in DC, direct current. Okay, now this DC, when you have a TV or a fridge or lights, this power will first go to the regulator, a regulator or charge controller. Now this charge controller will send this direct power to these appliances, to your TV. You can watch a TV during the day without using the battery. It is done by a charge controller. Now even your lights, your laptop, now there are some excess power which is not used. Now this excess power is taken to charge the battery during the day, meaning you can use solar panel during the day and without a battery. Now this excess power which is not used by your TV, you have one TV, but the solar panel is sending you power which can light, or you can work on 2 TVs. Okay, now one TV cannot take all the power. Now this excess power, which we are meaning, it stores the excess power. It stores excess solar energy. That excess solar energy from the panel is taken or stored to the batteries. Okay, your TVs will continue work during the day, your lights, your phone charging. Now there are this excess one which is not being used. That's the one which is taken to the battery and is stored there, and that's one of the advantages of the solar batteries. Because now when at night we shall need this stored energy, because at night the solar panels don't work. Now we shall need the stored energy from the battery, and the stored energy which was stored during when it was excess from the solar energy which is not being used from the appliances, we stored it in the battery, and we are going to use it at night, and life will continue moving smoothly. Okay, point 4, the advantage. We have seen also it reduces independence on grid. It reduces dependence on grid. What do I mean here? It reduces dependence on grid. Grid is electricity, okay? The one generated either hydro or wind turbine or by steaming. Let's say hydro is common, okay? Hydro, electricity, power. Now, we always depend on hydroelectricity power, okay? That power which is supplied by the utility companies. Let's say Umeme, let's say a lot of companies, okay? Now, from the government, the company responsible for supplying electricity in the country. Okay, that's what I mean by utility companies. Now, we depend on electricity, all our gadgets. Now, when you install these solar batteries and your solar system, the batteries will charge. And you will not only depend on electricity alone, you will also depend on solar system, okay, or the batteries. And that's one of the advantages of the batteries. It reduces you only to depend on electrical, but you can also depend on solar by installing the solar batteries, okay? And this is so nice. Now, another point, the fifth point, which I have brought for you, it's eco-friendly. It's eco-friendly. What do I mean? Eco-friendly is eco, that is something which is friendly in the environment. The environment is cool, okay? It's not noisy, okay? These batteries, the solar system are not noisy. In electrical, we need generators, which needs fuel. These generators are used to run the water turbine, okay? That is in electrical. For you to generate, like on the dams. In a dam, where you see a dam, meaning in a dam there is a generator. This generator is the one used to run the water turbine. The water runs the turbine, generator needs fuel, and this generator will generate power, okay? This water turbine, the water runs the turbine, and the turbine generates power. This power is sent to generators. Generators are making noise, okay? And they need fuel, okay? Now we can, so that it generates electricity, which you see, the three phase, the single phase, overhead lines, okay? Now here comes a solar battery. It is eco-friendly. It doesn't need fuel, okay? Like lithium. I recommend solar technicians to be friendly on lithium type of batteries, lithium ion batteries. They are so good. If you install to any customer, they have less maintenance, okay, than other batteries like the lead acid batteries, which they need a lot of maintenance. Those are the first and common, the oldest model of batteries, the lead acid batteries. All the time you need to add on some water, some other fuel, okay, or acid. But this lithium it's one of the new technologies in solar batteries, lithium ion batteries. They are very good, and they are light. They are not heavy than the one which use liquid, okay? They are very heavy. The one which use liquid, they are heavy. They are very large. But lithium ion batteries, those are the new technologies in solar batteries, okay? Even there is another type, Neutron, Tesla power. They are very good for your solar systems, okay? Now, these are friendly batteries. You put them once and you will use your power, the power you want according to the sizing. Right, we shall see how to measure which battery you need, the calculations. I will give you a full calculation which you will need also after these lessons, because it is good you first understand what a battery is, the advantages, the disadvantages, then you can know how to calculate for which battery you need as a technician, okay? Because if without knowing the calculation, I can't leave you without giving you this a bit of calculation, because I will be leaving you in the air, hanging. Which battery can I use? How come, as a technician, any person, how can you size a solar battery? This information is coming soon. How can you calculate your battery? Okay, do not buy any battery because it's a battery. You have one bulb and you buy a big battery. It is costly. Okay, it is costly. It is not technically like It's not really, which I call undersizing. You have not sized well. You have made a customer or your client to pay a lot of money. And we say solar system is a bit expensive initially. Okay, we shall see it on the disadvantages. Let us start on our disadvantages, okay? Now, on the disadvantages of solar batteries. Finally, we have seen the advantages. It lowers electricity bills. It backups power during outage. It stores excess solar energy. It reduces dependence on grid. It reduces dependence on electricity. You don't depend on electricity. You also depend on solar, okay? It is eco-friendly. It doesn't need fuel, okay, to run the system. It is eco-friendly. It doesn't need, you need to burn charcoal or fuel or wood to run it. It is eco-friendly, okay? Now let us see on the disadvantages. Does these batteries have some disadvantages? Yes, they have. Though they have advantages which are so friendly to our lives or our homes to stand like a home. A home with a solar system, it looks better. That's why I advise the technicians, when you're doing your electrical work, pipe work, always tell the customer that you need to do electrical pipe work with a solar pipe work. Do not wire solar wiring with the electrical wiring, okay? Here, when you're using a DC, AC has electromagnetism around its cable, okay? But DC, it's a DC direct, has no magnetic fields around the cable. Now, when you put a DC with a DC wire and an AC wire together in one pipe, remember AC creates electromagnetic fields, and DC doesn't have, meaning these fields will interrupt a DC current which is moving, and you'll find your bulb they blow out because they are DC, they are weak. They don't use AC. We shall see these effects when we come on at the fault finding as technical, because this channel is a technical channel giving you the brains to use in the field, okay? Now let's jump to the advantages. The advantages, we have high initial cost. The first advantage, high initial cost, meaning it initially, when you're buying the solar system or the battery, okay, when you're buying your solar system or when you're buying these batteries, they are expensive initially. The first time, with the time you're buying the solar batteries or solar system. Even though I'm putting solar system because it is a combination, but we have batteries. When you're buying a battery, it's expensive, okay? The first day you're buying, you'll see that you're spending a lot of money, okay? But in the long run, this money will come back when you're saving the electrical bills, okay? That's how we say, initially, one of the disadvantages of solar system on the battery part, it's initially costly, it's expensive initially, okay? Now, number 2 on the disadvantage, I'm saying replacement is costly on the solar batteries. When you're using your battery, these batteries they start taking like 5 to 15 years, okay? 5 to 15 years. Now, when you are reaching a time to replace this battery, okay, replacement is costly. Again, you will buy it some costly, okay? This battery which you bought at first, after 5 years or 7, 10 years, it gets faulty or it reduces its charging rate or discharge very fast. It means you need to replace. Now to replace it, it will cost you some money. Okay, that's the point. It means in replacing it, it is costly. Okay, if you're using the good battery, the good solar batteries, the lithium-ion batteries, which I recommend the technicians when you're doing in a solar system, use lithium-ion batteries. They are good, powdered. Okay, when you're buying them, again, they will be costly, and this is our point. Now, point 3 is the performance decreases over time. Point 3 means the performance of the battery decreases. When the battery, over time, when time goes, the first year you bought it, if the battery was fine, second year, third year, fourth year. Now, when you reach the 7th year, its performance decreases. Okay, that's the point. The performance decreases over time. Like I said, some batteries take, it depends on which type of battery technology you have bought. Okay, some batteries take 5 years, then you can replace after 5 years. Please save some small money for the batteries. As I told you, for solar panels, they take long. Once you install them well in a proper angle, they take something like 25 to 30 years. Those are solar panels on the roof. But the batteries, they take like from 5 years to 15 years. Okay, there you need to, in case which type of technology you bought or which type of battery you're using, it depends. Okay, now when you see its performance reducing, that the other time the battery was working from 7 to 11 or from 7 to in the morning up to morning. Okay, the lights were lighting. Now this time the battery start working from 7 p.m. PM in the evening up to 10 p.m. meaning the performance has reduced. Okay, and this is our point. The performance decreases over time, and here it is calling for a replacement. Okay, no repair, but you replace, meaning after some time you need to be saving small money for replacing the battery. Okay, now another point, another disadvantage of solar batteries. Some batteries require maintenance. Some solar batteries require maintenance. As I said, the lead acid battery, which you need to add on all the time. You need to monitor, you need to add on. There's acid. When the acid reduces, you need to add on, because you don't need to leave it to dry out. Okay, that's the maintenance. We are meaning some batteries require maintenance. Okay, now some other batteries don't require maintenance, like lithium ion batteries, which I'm recommending you. They are powdered, they are sealed. Those are the sealed ones. You can leave it. It is, the maintenance is low. You only need to remove some dust, clean some dust. When dust is dust causes self discharge of the battery. So you need to remove some dust, but not more than the other lead acids, which need to add water, add some acid. Okay, so some batteries require maintenance, but though others don't require much maintenance. Another 5th disadvantage of the solar batteries, we have the storage capacity is limited. Okay, here we are saying storage capacity limitation, or storage capacity is limited. Limited how? I mean, like when it is 100 Ah. 100 Ah, that is the battery capacity. When it is, let us say, when it is 100 Ah capacity, okay, it means 100 is the capacity of that battery. The storage capacity is limited, meaning if it is 100 Ah, this is how they size a battery. A battery is sized in ampere hours, as we shall see in the calculations. How do we come up to have this ampere hours? This calculation, this amount is the sizing of the battery. There are different type of size: 200 ampere hours, 70 ampere hours, 60 ampere hours, 50 ampere hours, 45, okay, 15 ampere hours, 10 ampere hours. It ranges, it has ranges, but is measured in AH means ampere hours. The hours spent the battery uses. How many current? A is the current, or ampere. Ampere is the current. The current used in a specific time. This is the ampere hours. We are going to see how we calculate to come up 100 AH. Any figure on the battery. We are going to see in the next videos. We are going to see how you come up with this figure. After doing the calculation of your loads and the time and the autonomy of the day, or when the day is weather, that's the autonomy I mean, you calculate. We shall see how do we come up with the proper sizing of the battery. Okay? That you can use your battery even though the sun is not there. The battery backup can work for you like for 2 days. Okay? So now, the storage capacity is limited. Let us say you have bought a 100 AH. After doing your calculation, do not just buy a battery. Always do the calculation. Okay? First do the calculation. As I'm going to show you how to do the solar battery calculation perfectly. After doing the calculation, you came up to have a 100 AH, meaning this battery is limited on 100. Your loads must not exceed 100. This is our point, which is explaining that the storage capacity is limited. It's one of the disadvantages of solar batteries. Okay? Now let us see another point. We have efficiency losses. The efficiency losses, I mean, one of the disadvantages of solar batteries, it has inefficiency losses. Remember I told you, in solar system, all batteries, they are not 100%. It's efficiency. Okay? They are not 100% efficient. Okay? These batteries are not 100% efficient. Even though you are fully charged, we have the itself, it has a self-discharge. Okay? Self-discharge. It has a self-discharge. When you connect it on a system, remember, let's say like on an inverter, the inverter have transformer. Transformer, when they are driving energy from the battery, there are some losses which occur there when power is when the transformation is on, the transforming of AC onto DC, or amplifying amplifying the voltage high. Okay, because if it is 12 volts from the battery, the transformer, the circuit, we shall see how this circuit comes, so that it comes to 12 volts DC. Then there is a rectifier, blah blah. Then we have a 12 volts AC. Then the transformer will step up the voltages. We shall come on the transformer and we see. Now here we are saying the efficiency. There are some efficiency losses. Efficiency losses, we say it is not 100% perfect. Solar batteries are not 100% perfect. We saw that lithium-ion batteries are very good with high efficient. Its efficiency was for lithium battery, their efficiency are 80 to 90%. Okay, then these the lead acid batteries, their efficiency is 50%. Okay, they are 50, they range there 50, 70. Okay, now it is not 100%. That's why they say it has some efficiency losses. Okay, now another disadvantage of this solar battery, or the solar bank, power bank. We can use the word power bank. Okay, when you're dealing, these words are very good. You'll find them in the field. You say, what's the solar power bank? Oh, what is your power bank of that installation? The power bank, they mean the power bank, the power stored. Okay, now we have another disadvantage, which is space required. These solar batteries or solar power bank, Let us say you are designing a power bank. Power bank, I mean batteries, many batteries, either 5, 6, 10. Okay, that's a power bank. It needs space. It requires space. Now, some designers or some customers have small houses whereby even the house is fixed with things. Okay, inside the free chairs, tables, beds. Okay, now you don't have where to place your power bank. Yet a customer wants to use this power bank, the exact power bank which you have calculated. Okay, now it calls you to look for space as a technician. Okay, these batteries, when you're designing a power bank, it needs space also. Or you can say, you remove your TV from that corner, I'm going to use that corner. You see, there's some interruption with the house. You see, a client has designed his house very well. Now comes you are needing, you're a technician, you need a space where you're going to put your power bank. Those are the batteries. Okay, and you don't want them to be near children, meaning you are doing some inconvenience in customers' house. It is one of the advantage also. Okay, because people build houses without planning for solar. That's why I tell even the new customers or people who haven't built, or the technician, when you have given a work on electrical, please advise a customer that you can also spare some spaces where you can install your power bank, where you will install your batteries, your inverters, okay, and your regulator. Let us say people can construct a house, then put your power bank under you can design under the staircase. That's a free space there, because everyone design a house when he has a plan that here I'm going to put my chairs, here I'm going to put my screen, here I'm going to put my bed. So he's not planning that I will need also power bank to run my systems. So it is up to you, a technician or a builder or a construction engineer, that you leave a store for batteries or power bank. Okay, now we saw the advantages. Now these are the disadvantages. Disadvantages, highly, it is initially it's costly to buy a battery. Okay, after some time it is costly to replace a battery. Okay, after some time the performance decreases and it needs a replacement of the battery. Okay, then some batteries need maintenance, like adding on acids and seeing which cell is not performing well. You need to repair that cell. That is the maintenance, I mean. Okay, then the capacity of the battery is limited. Okay, if it is 100, it means it is limited at 100. You cannot add, or you break the battery and you add on to be 120. It is limited and it is sealed. Okay, if it is 100 AH, is 100 AH. Then the efficiency, batteries are not 100% efficient. Okay, they are not 100% efficient. So we have that problem. Now the space required, it requires, some power banks requires large space to be used, which was not counted when they are constructing a house. So it becomes a difficulty to a technician to see where you're going to press your batteries. Remember, you're not this is a dangerous place. You need a safe place, which was not counted when they are constructing a house. You see that difficulty to the technicians. And these are one of the disadvantages of solar batteries. It is good for us to know what we are going. Now, we are going to see before buying a battery, okay? Before buying a battery, what do you expect? Let us see in the next video to watch what you expect before buying these batteries. You can go on the market, but before going on the market, first put in your mind, what do I need to buy? Yes, you're going to buy a battery, a solar battery, but what are you going to buy? What are you going to ask for? the seller? Are you just going to tell him, I want a battery, any battery? No. There are requirements you need to know. Let us watch this in the next video to see the requirements which you need, or some things you need to know before you go to the seller. I'm going to show you the things you need to go. The things you need to ask. The things you require to know before you're going to purchase your battery. Well enough, you have seen now the disadvantage and the advantages. Now let us see the next video. Let us see what are the requirements which I need to know when I'm going to buy my solar battery. Okay? Then after that, we shall see the calculations. Before you go to buy a battery, which battery are you going to buy? For how many ampere hours? After calculating your loads, that my TV, my lights, my fridges, my everything, your electrical gadgets in the house, after calculating them, then we shall see which battery suits your appliances. Okay? That small calculation, I know I want you to be so serious and write it down. Whichever system you're going to put, always go with that formula which I'm going to give you in the next video, and master whichever installation you're going to do, a solar installation to design a battery. Always follow the formulas I will give you. Okay? Thank you for watching this time. Thank you for watching the battery disadvantages and advantages. So let us go in the next video and we see what are the requirements I need before I buy the battery. Okay? Don't just go and buy a battery. No. You need to ask a customer, I need this, I need this, I need this. Let us watch them in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you have some knowledge, if you have picked something from this channel, please like, share, and subscribe for more solar content. Thank you. See you in the next video.